Hello, America. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of Family or Fiance Season 1, Episode 5 and 6. I should do 5, 6, and 7, but I didn't watch 7, okay? I know that I'm very behind. I didn't know that I'd already missed 2 episodes, so technically I've missed 3 episodes, but I will be caught up. Probably no one will watch this, but whatever. Y'all, I'm here, just been living my life the best way I possibly can. What else? I have a store where I make earrings. If you want to check out the earrings that I have before I shut my store down, you're more than welcome to. I have a podcast. It's called the Awkwardly Acceptable Podcast. You can find that up here. And also I have music available that you can also find up here. Okay, so we see Solani and Justin. They did not tell their ages. They've been together for 3 years and they met on Tinder. They saw each other about 20 times before he moved to California. And they both don't know if they have their family's blessings. He knows that he doesn't have his family's blessing because he never told his mother that he never told his family he was getting married until he asked for them to be on this show. They go to the house, they meet Tracy, and Solani says that she found out it was problems after they got engaged because he lied to her and said that he told his family when she found out that he did not tell his family, okay? So she's bringing her mother, her sister, and her cousin, Philip. She also has a son from a previous relationship. He's 14 years old, and he also has his reservations about them getting married. He is bringing his mother, his sister, and his other sister, okay? His mother said that she didn't find out until he asked her to be on the show. And she was really surprised by that. And she was like, oh, everybody in his family was like, dang, I didn't know y'all was moving this fast to where y'all engaged and you can't even pick up a phone and call me. They did not say where Justin originally is from or where he moved from when he went to California. Also, Justin is in film school, where he's in film school like 7 days a week, 15 hours a day. Tracy has assignments for both of them. Solani has to spend time with his family, and Justin has to play basketball with her cousin. I don't know. And, I guess find out more questions, but it's like, I wish that this lady would give them more than, 20 questions is great. 20 questions is wonderful. Yeah, whatever. But, like, it can't be something else. It can't be more. Anyway, sorry. So, they sit down for the family meeting. I guess his sister's name is Pam. Maybe I have some of the sister's name, but not all of them. She says that she doesn't talk to Justin anymore since he got in a relationship with Solani, and they must have some secrets because if they were so happy and in love, Justin would not have hid such a wonderful occasion, the engagement, from his family. Okay. His mother has concerns and they weren't forthcoming. There are children playing. I know it's 5:48, but don't they have homework or something? Anyway, his mother has concerns that they weren't forthcoming and they have things that they need to work on. Philip, the cute cousin, said that he did not want his cousin to pour her heart and her relationship, her heart and her love into a relationship that was one-sided, okay? Her mother brings up the PTSD because, as we find out, Justin was in the military. So as soon as her mother, I think her mother's name is Susan, but I could be wrong. As soon as her mother brings up the PTSD, he's just like, I can't do it. Then his mother is like, we're not about to do this. We're not about to talk about this. You then find out that his mother also served. You also find out that his mother also served in the military. So they both have their own separate traumatic disorders. Okay. So The mother gets up, she leaves. She says, this is affecting my PTSD. She like, I need some apple juice and a cigarette. I don't think she said apple juice, but she didn't say, like, she said apple juice, but she may not have said apple juice. She said something and a cigarette. I'm thinking it was apple juice though. So her mother says that this is the right form for it to be brought up, and I want to know what my daughter what will be entailed. Her mother says this is the right form to bring up the PTSD, and also she wants to basically know what is in store for her daughter being married to a man who has PTSD. Okay, so the mother is outside. She like, I want to go home. He starts to cry because he doesn't want the conversation to go in that place. Her side of the family is shocked that he started crying. He says that he was a United States Navy. It says baby, but I really don't think he was a United States baby. He was in the United States Navy corpsman. He's seen some crazy places and done some crazy things, and he wasn't able to express his emotions because having emotions out there won't get you killed, but you know what I'm trying to say, y'all. Okay. Solani is very overwhelmed about the situation and understands where Justin is coming from, but she just overwhelmed, okay? So in the next scene we see Philip and Justin, they're outside playing hoops. I don't know. Philip asks what is up with his family and him, and why didn't he tell his family about this monumentous occasion. He says that he didn't want to be judged. He says that it's not just in his relationships, it's always been in his life of his family. Not really 100% trusting his judgment. And I can see it because his mama was doing entirely too much. TW, too much. I think Solani is sitting down with her family, or she may have been sitting down with everyone. I can't remember. Everyone except Justin and Philip. She was sitting down and her sister asked, did you feel that any of the concerns that were voiced in the family meeting was valid? And she said that she did think that the concerns were valid. However, she didn't think that they were being secretive. She wasn't being secretive. And I guess he was being secretive. I mean, he wasn't really being secretive to be secretive, but I mean, he didn't tell his mama until the very last minute. So that's where she was thrown off, because she wasn't like that with her family. And she is not like that with him. Justin says to Philip that he wasn't able to be emotional for like 10 years when he was in the military. So on top of experiencing the traumatic things that he had to over there, he wasn't able to properly assess his emotional attachment or response to those triggers. So they became more triggering. I'm not a psychology major, y'all. I'm barely passing my own damn. Anyway, so Solani is talking to everyone else, and Solani is like, when he started school, she didn't know that he was going to be away from morning to night. Even though it's a lot for her to take on, she does not want to be the person to get in the way of anybody's dreams. And even if that means that they won't be together, she's not going to be the person to stop someone from achieving their dream. So even though it's hard on her, she don't care. She's going to push through it, and as long as he is happy, then she can ultimately be happy. And she started to cry, and I felt bad. And her hair was really nice, and she was really pretty. Now I'm getting confused, because I think that they all sit down together at the table. This is when they're at the family table, and there's continuing on the 20 questions. And one of the questions, I think, is, do you think your relationship is even? Justin says he doesn't know if the relationship is even, and Solani is like, well, I can answer that. I don't think that the relationship is even. I think that you're able to do things that I'm not able to do. basically talking about school, and she wants to know when things get hard, is he going to be able to communicate those concerns to her, or if he's going to turn inside himself and deal with his problems internally. As well, I've done so many things by myself that there is a level of selfishness there, and not really considering the fact that I do have a partner, and I have to consult my partner about things. She says that she's put things that she wanted to do on hold, and he says, now that's not fair. You're able to do whatever you want. You're in a position to do whatever you want. Philip, her cousin, then stands up, and he's like trying to say something, but Justin wants him to like shut up. And Justin wasn't being disrespectful to anybody, but he just wanted to be able to get his point across. And then his mother was, what was her name? Cynthia. Bro, when I tell you Cynthia was doing TEW too much. She was doing too much. And it was like, well, I feel like y'all gaining up on my son. Girl, if anybody gaining up on anybody, you gonna have your son's back, okay? Because it's clear that you are always here to come to the rescue, to stop something, to prevent something. We get it. So then his sister was like, shut up. Like, basically defending her mother, let her talk. But it's like, Solani was like, but that's the thing about it. So then Solani and the sister get into it, and they like, blah, 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 blah. And then the sister gets up and walks away, and she goes into the room, and she pulls out a sister cam. I don't know, y'all. And she's crying, and she's like, everyone is talking, and no one is listening and hearing one another. And she says, if things go in this direction, then I'm not going to give my blessing. Justin is then at the table, and he's like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go on to day 2. And Solani is like, well, I do want to go on to day 2, because I want to know exactly what you're feeling about this moment, about all of this. I want to know your thoughts. So we see the next scene when it's her family. Her sister didn't really say anything. When it's her family and Solani and her mother Susan. Didn't I say it? Susan, her mother is like, I'm a little bit scared of Justin's family. Ain't nobody got time for multiple people to be screaming, okay? I don't. I surely don't. So, I understand. Anyway. So, Cynthia, his mother, goes out to talk to Justin and ask how he's feeling. And Philip is talking to Solani and her side of the family, and they all agree that they're not going to be able to get anything done if Cynthia keeps interjecting. You see the contrast, or the exact situation, when we see Cynthia talking to Justin and like, hey, how you feeling? How's everything going? I'm going to be here for you. All of that shit. Everything that a woman says to baby her son. Solani also says to her family that she was very sure of everything before coming to this process, but now she needs to reevaluate everything. And this has been a real eye-opening experience, basically. So they sit down with Tracy, and Solani feels upset and feels like his family may be blaming her for his distance, both literally and emotionally. Y'all like the words that I'm using. La 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 la. Justin then brings up the fear that he has of being judged, and he admits that he did lie to her, and he knows that it was wrong that he lied to her about not telling his family. Justin then relays the message to Tracy and Solani that Cynthia is now ready to talk about her PTSD in a healthy and open environment. So Tracy sets up for them to talk to a mental health expert, and Solani's task is to check in with her son and see how her son is doing. So they sit down with the mental health expert. Her name is Dr. Ally. Fitting, huh? Or was it Ally or was it Allie? Because I feel like it was Ally. Like my assignment, it was Dr. Get Better and IV Sick. The mental health expert comes there. She explains what PTSD is. She also explains that basically you need help. PTSD, along with every other mental illness, is not something that you can conquer on your own, and it is very, very beneficial for you to go seek some help. Cynthia says in the like family confessional that she was going to seek some help back in at the VA a while ago, but then she stopped going, and she understands that there is no other option but for her to go get professional help to work through these issues. After Dr. Ally explained what PTSD is, Solani's side of the family felt like they had a better understanding. Cynthia, I guess, felt like she knew that there was no other explanation but to get help. And Justin also felt like me holding back these issues and not communicating, because Dr. Ally said that the only way for you all to have a healthy relationship with someone suffering from PTSD is with communication. That's the only way you can have a relationship with anyone, is with communication. Healthy communication. Solani goes to see her son, and her son actually voiced some concerns to his grandmother, Susan, and he says that sometimes Justin will get angry and he feels bothered, and that's his mama, and he don't want nobody mad at his mama. He was basically saying, I don't want to have to be in a position one day where I gotta touch this nigga because he talking crazy to you. That's basically what her son said. Her son was like, I love you, bro. I love Justin too. He cool and everything. He a cool person. He funny and everything. But that attitude need to change. Because if he pop off on my mama, I'm going to have to pop off on him. That's basically what the little boy was saying. So he may not have been saying that, but I might have read too much into it, but that's what I heard. I did not hear, however, when the little boy, the 14-year-old, said that he didn't want them to get married. But when they went back to sit down with Tracy and discuss how the mental health meeting went and how the meeting with her son went, she then brought up that her son said that he didn't think that they were ready to get married. I don't remember him saying that. Maybe he did say that, but then again, I was spacing out because this was the second episode that I watched, and I was like, come on, y'all, come on. So, Justin says that it feels terrible to hear her son say that because he really likes her son. And Solani says something about the relationship between Justin and Cynthia, his mother, and how, maybe some of the reasons why you have problems communicating is maybe because of the relationship with your mother or something along those lines. And then he got defensive, and it's one thing you can never do, tell a fucking nigga anything about his mama. So they go back to ask for the family blessing, and Solani is feeling nervous. I didn't see really any, I'm not saying I didn't see any work through. I thought that it was a lot of work through, but I didn't see any in-depth work through, if that makes sense. Everything was very, I don't know. It was weird to me. I don't understand why the relationship expert Tracy is there. If, I feel like it needs, how long is she talking to them? She should be their therapist. They need a therapist there. They need a counselor there. They need a life coach there. They need all of these people who can assist everyone on the show with their different needs. But maybe that's just me. I'm sorry. So they're at the family blessing. They're waiting for these motherfuckers to give the blessing. His sister says that she had concerns, and the things that she learned about Solani wasn't positive. Maybe she didn't say that, but I thought that she said that, and I looked at her ass with a side eye. So she might not have said that. So I might have to retract my side eye, but I don't think I will. Anyway, she said that she doesn't give her blessing. His other sister, Pamela, says that she can't say yes. And we never heard from the other sister, Pamela. We didn't hear. We only heard from the sister with the curly hair who looked like the lady he was getting married to. Not a lot like her, but I thought that that was her daughter in the previews. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, Philip says that he can't give the blessing, but he does want to see them prosper. Her sister says that they need to work through their communication before she gives her blessing. Her mother says that they have a responsibility to work things out and to not push it onto the next generation, being her son. And until she sees that the next generation won't have to deal with any of this trauma, she says no. His mother is still stuck on not being known, not being hip to the engagement. So she says that well, I guess, I want to see what's going on. I want to see what's happening. So I have family out here and I'm going to move out here. What the fuck? This, y'all, one thing you cannot break is a man and his mama. And I'm not saying you're supposed to break it. But when she really opened up her mouth and said that she was going to move down here to keep an eye on her, it's like, just marry him. Honestly. I know that that's rude. But these men, just marry him. Just marry him. Just marry your son. So no woman can have him. And that can be your little baby boy forever. Okay. Anyway. So, Solani says that she has something to say. She takes off her her engagement ring. And she says, I have a necklace here. I'm going to put it around my heart because I still want to be with you, but I feel like we need to call off the engagement. So, in the previews, in the afterthoughts, they've called off the engagement. They're still together, obviously. He's going to see a therapist for his PTSD issues, but they have yet to see a therapist for their relationship issues. And they are still living together. So, that's the end of Family or Fiance season 1, episode 5. It's 6:11 now, so I'm probably just going to, drink some water and, come right back. So, I'm going to be like, skadam, skaleen, get the fuck off my screen. Skaboom, skabam, I'm back on the lamb. I don't know, y'all. I'm back, y'all. Here I am. This is a 2-parter. Sorry. You like this, y'all? Huh? You like this? It's my statement. Oh, shit. I'm a little bit slow sometimes. It's my statement, y'all. Hello, America. Welcome to season 1, episode 6 of Family or Fiance. This is the second part. It probably won't be broken up into 2 videos because I didn't give you all an intro. So we see Brianna and Nakia. Now, y'all, I thought her name was Nikki, so I just started putting Nikki on the page, but people kept calling her Nakia, so I'm going to call her Nakia. Although, I might slip up and say Nikki, okay? So, they met on Facebook, and after being together for 2 years, they are engaged. They found out that they grew up a street down from one another, or a street across from one another. And they feel like they've known each other all of their lives. Now, this really irritated me because they said that they know it's going to be some backlash because Brianna has 2 children. And her family don't know if she's full gay. First of all, I swear, I'm not going on Family or Fiance for this. If me and my lesbian lover, me and my motherfucking soon-to-be wife are getting married and you got a problem if I'm full gay or not, well, it's like bisexual don't exist. Okay. Anyway, so Brianna says love is love, and it doesn't matter if Nakia was a man, a woman, it don't matter. That's her family. So Nakia had like hair right here that was like just hair, and it really upset me. That's number one. Anyway, they said that they haven't told anyone because of their family reactions, and it matters if they get their blessing, but at the same time, it doesn't matter. So, Brianna says that her family is still uncomfortable with the fact that she likes a woman, that she's in a relationship with a woman. Okay, so yeah. Brianna is bringing her best friend, her sister, and her little sister. Then one of the sisters, her sister, I don't know her name because I didn't give a fuck, opened up her mouth and said, my main beef with Nakia is that she's not a man." I don't understand. Well, bitch, I can't help it. I can't help it that I'm not a man. So I guess we ain't got no beef no more. Because how you gonna, what? You homophobic bitch. That's all I could see. That's just like whatever. Nakia's bringing her sister, her cousin, and her mother. Nakia's sister has problems because she thinks that Brianna is a gold digger and is only there to get the money because Brianna does not work. Um, Her cousin, I guess, is uncomfortable with her being gay. Apparently, I guess everybody's uncomfortable with them being gay. And Nakia feels like even though her mother hasn't said anything yet, her mother might be holding back and wants to say something. Oh, this is when they were sitting down with Tracy. I'm sorry. So Tracy says, "So what happens if you don't get the blessing? Are they not coming to the wedding?" And Brianna and Nakia look at each other like, pretty much, yeah. We love them and everything, but at the end of the day, one monkey don't stop no show. So, Nakia's sister wants Brianna to work and wants Brianna to share the responsibility of the household because she doesn't want her sister to have to do everything. Um, so the thing that we doing obviously is Nakia is playing 20 questions and Brianna is making a barbecue dinner. Same thing that they do. Okay. So they also need to tell them that they're engaged because they haven't told anyone. So Brianna's family arrives first, and Brianna's sister was the one that said she had a problem with homegirl being gay. She said that Nakia is very standoffish, and Nakia says that I know that they don't want to be around me all like that. So instead of allowing myself to feel like that, I'm just gonna beat them to it and just isolate myself. So then Nakia's family arrives, and I guess Brianna's family get in their feelings because I think her sister was like, "Oh, she happy to see them people more than she happy to see us. I'm not happy to see neither one of y'all. How about that? The fuck? I'm happy to be in this nice ass place. Let's get this shit popping." They sit down for the family meeting. Brianna and Nakia announce that they are engaged. The sister who got a problem with Nakia not having not having male genitalia then opens up her mouth and says, "Oh my God, is you full gay?" Yes. Yep. Surprise. I'm full gay, bitch. You pull out the knife. I'm full gay, bitch. That's what you said. Fuck. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna just put it on my bed. Nakia's cousin feels like Brianna is a gold digger, and she doesn't have a job. Brianna says, "Hell no, I don't have a job. I have 2 children. My job is being a mother. I take care of the house, blah, blah, blah." Nakia's mother says that they've been physical with one another, and that they are two hotheads and someone might get hurt. Brianna says that they just have a passionate relationship and they need to work on that. And Brianna's sister, Tiana, that's the girl who kept talking all that bullshit, says she's felt like Nikki is taking her sister away from all of them and they are being replaced by Nakia. Okay? Neither one of them knew that their family had all of these concerns, and they're shocked. So we see Jasmine, who is Nakia's cousin. Y'all, I didn't say the names in the beginning because I didn't have the names in the beginning, okay? She says that she's always coming out of her pocket for Brianna. Jasmine says that Nakia is always coming out of her pocket for Brianna. And Brianna is like, girl, I don't ask her to motherfucking do that. She just does that when they're cooking the family barbecue. Nakia's sister says that she doesn't like how her sister is being treated. Brianna says, okay, you don't like how your sister is being treated, so go out and find somebody for your sister so she can be treated how you want her to be treated. My kids are always going to come first. I'm a mother. I need to protect my home. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, Jasmine, Nakia's cousin, nor Nakia's sister, Ariel was feeling that. Okay. Neither one of them was feeling that. And Brianna was like, I don't care if y'all feel it, nigga. I don't. So we go back inside and we see Nakia's playing 20 questions with Brianna's side of the family. Somebody whose name is Lakita, but I don't know who that is because I just put Lakita on there. Excuse me for my horrible note taking, but I'm a woman. I'm just a mere mortal. Okay, what more do you want from me? Okay. She says, do y'all plan to stay together forever, ever? And if their relationship will change if they do stay together forever. Nakia says that she wants to stay together forever, you know. She wants to weather any storm that comes to them. Lakita then says that, well, you don't know because relationships change all the time and y'all need to be, you know, ready for the storm and blah blah blah, whatever. Okay, y'all, I'm really struggling with this part because I don't really know what I wrote. Okay, so if y'all gonna fucking hate me, then do it right now. We go back out to Brianna and Nakia's side of the family. Nakia's sister says that Brianna doesn't see the struggle that her sister is going through, and Brianna is like, oh, is she struggling? I didn't know. What? And she like, her sister is like, yeah, I got to come out of my pocket sometimes and give her money. And Brianna is like, well, I never knew that you had to come out your pocket and give her money. But I'll surely, now that I know, I'm glad that this is something that has been, you know, called to my attention. Ariel says that she believes that Nakia, her sister, is in an abusive relationship. And that it can only get worse. So Ariel goes to see Tracy and to figure out a way to help her sister realize that she's in an abusive relationship and for her sister to get the tools that she needs to get out of this abusive relationship. She tells Tracy that they fight about money all the time and that Nakia stays because she loves her and she loves the children. But what's love got to do? What's love got to do? Got to do with it. What's love but a second-hand emotion? What's love got to do? Got to do with it. Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? Sorry, y'all. Ariel says that both of them need counseling and Brianna needs to work on her issues. So Tracy then brings Brianna and Nakia into her office. Brianna and Nakia start to diminish the claims of domestic violence. And Tracy says, now that you're diminishing the claims of domestic violence, there must be something there because, You say that she's exaggerating it, but you're trying to diminish it. So both of y'all are in the wrong, basically. So they bring in a life coach. The life coach is there to talk to the families. Brianna says that she doesn't think that there's anything wrong with their relationship when the life coach asks. Nakia says that she does think that there is something wrong with their relationship because it is volatile, but not to the extent that everyone is saying that it's volatile. Ariel says that Brianna scratched Nakia's face one time and that Nakia had a scratch on her face for like 2 weeks. Brianna finally admits that she does have a problem with anger and everything and all of the people trying to tell her what to do. And I think Nakia's mother is the one who says, we want you to take care of that because you may run into somebody who has that same fire inside of them and then it may not end well for you. Okay. Nakia says that they've all experienced domestic violence up here. Nakia's mother says that they've all experienced domestic violence up here and they know what the worst outcomes can be and that they need counseling. Nakia says, well, if we need counseling, everybody on this damn couch needs counseling. Because y'all all have been through the same stuff. Brianna says that she can admit that she has a big personality. Tiana says that she's been in an abusive relationship before, who is her sister, Brianna's sister. And she is like really triggered by the situation, and the life coach wants her to speak about it, but she's not able to speak, so she just gets up and walks away because she started crying and she's tired of being triggered, basically. Nakia's mother says that it makes her feel sad that her daughter is forgiving someone that is abusing her. Her mother talks about when they go out and separate and Nakia's family is with her, and her mother talks about her abusive relationship before Nakia was born and how she had these 2 children. At first she was able to do whatever she wanted. Her life was cool. Then it started to become like a prison. And then one morning she woke up with a gun to her head and her husband was like, the kid's gonna wake up and you gonna be dead and I'm gonna be dead because you're not about to leave me. Then the man went into the bathroom. She picked up the gun. She was able to use the gun to get the kids, to get her stuff, and to get out, and to threaten him that if that nigga came any closer, she was gonna shoot him. Then her sister talks about how she was in an abusive relationship, and then the cousin talks about how she was in an abusive relationship, and everybody is telling Nakia about their experiences, but Nakia doesn't see her experience as something so on the same level of like severity as them. So her sister gets mad, Ariel. Her sister gets mad and her sister is like, I'm not giving you my blessing because it feels like I'm talking to a brick wall. You won't even like take in what we're saying and try to like even hear us. So if you continue to act like this, I'm not going to give you my fucking blessing. So Nakia goes to talk to Brianna and tells her what happened with her family. She says that Brianna needs to tell her family what happened to her so her family can understand where Brianna is coming from. So Brianna sits down and Brianna tells them that she was 15 years old in her house when one of her good friends molested her. And she had to change schools. She had to go through the police. She had to testify. She had to do all of that. And it was a very traumatic experience. And it made her an introvert. And she knows that she needs to fix herself and fix the rah-rahness inside of her. But it's sometimes hard. And also that's why Brianna stays home with her children, because she is not going to let anything like that happen to her children. So once the mother and the sister, Nakia's mother and sister, hear this, they are able to sympathize with Brianna, understand where she's coming from, and understand why she is a stay-at-home mom and why she doesn't want to get a job nor leave her children, and why she's so protective over her household. They do another final check-in with Tracy, and Tracy tells them that everything that they've done here is the work that they need to build a foundation, and that it's still a journey that they need to, conquer and everything, but they're on the right path. So now they're going in to get the family's blessing. Before they get the family's blessing, they tell them that they are going to therapy to work on their own issues and to work on their couple issues. Everybody in Brianna's family gives their blessing, and everybody in Nakia's family gives their blessing. Okay, so everything is lovely, happy, wonderful. Although they have yet to go to therapy, and that's the end of their story. This story wasn't crazy. None of the stories was crazy like that other story, which I really don't like. That one episode of Family or Fiance. But I will be out with another episode of Family or Fiance tomorrow. I do have to do my schoolwork, 2 things. So that's first. And then these will probably be up at like 9 o'clock. Well, this will probably be up at 9 o'clock, but the one tomorrow will probably be up at 9 o'clock later in the day as well. Anyway, so this was my double header, boom boom. If you all like these reviews, you can like, comment, and subscribe. I know that they are late, but better late than never, right? So, yeah, my name is Brielle. I make beats, I sing songs. Please pray for me so I can pass these classes. I need prayer. I need the law of attraction. I need all of this. I appreciate you all. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Brielle. I make beats. I sing songs. If you like what you see, come on along. Bye.